What is up, all and sundry? Welcome lower back to the Crypto Blitz, your property for your crypto restore. I'm your host, Ripple Van Winkle. Hopefully as soon as have an exquisite day, folks. It's Saturday, November 16th. I'll let you know right now. I am freaking exhausted. I changed into out all day the day, gone by for a marriage rehearsal. I got again around 10. I stayed up for the Jake Paul vs. Tyson combat. I don't know why I didn't get to bed till approximately 1 a.m. I become inside and outside of naps. I was fortunate to capture the break in among naps and watch the combat and lousy combat like we predicted. Not anything shocking happened. Jake Paul ended up triumphing and went the complete distance. Tyson simplest threw like more than one punch as every spherical. No real movement. Super uninteresting, however you realize, what are you going to do? Tyson's what, 57 in his higher 50s. Good for him for buying lower back into the ring with someone who is half of his age, but we know how the ones fights cease. And you understand what? I were given sucked into the loop, and I were given sucked into the loop, and I were given sucked into the hype. Netflix found out one important thing. They want to improve the servers because they could not take care of all of that quantity that become coming in. In this episode, although we are going to study the markets due to the fact XRP wakened to a crap ton of signals, it is on a lovely ripper. We're going to hear from the man himself, Brad Garlinghouse. And then we were given Mr. Ryan Solkis, who was seasoned Ripple before. He's not happy with what Brad's doing. Wait until you notice this. We'll communicate approximately the XRP goals. Where are we going to go from right here? The key numbers that we are looking at, because we did ruin above that very, very difficult psychological barrier of the dollar and things are searching exceptional. And the sky is looking excessive. So without, in addition ado, sit down again, loosen up and allow us jump right into a Bitcoin, $90.943. It's presently a 0.96% within the past 24 hours. Ethereum, coming in at 3,175, is currently up 2.53%. USDT and USDC each stay at 99 cents, as XRP is presently up 26.19%, coming in at $1.06. Now, we gave you the key levels that we had to break, and we took all of them out. It took a touch bit of time, however we did it. 60, 65, 70, 75, all removed. We had a little bit of resistance sitting around at 93. Quarter variety, we got past there and we broke via the mental degree of $1. I do know a whole lot of human beings took profits out of $1, quite a few profits, and hello, you cannot be mad at them for taking cash off the table, right? The massive query is, where does XRP pass from here? What are we concentrated on? Well, it looks like the one's objectives of $1.20 to $1.50 are the next stepping stones into this aspect. We did not assume they were going to occur to a little later on this market. We're speaking early next year, but here we are. Let's see if the advantageous momentum in this aspect keeps on constructing. The splendor about all that is that Bitcoin is set to make its run to 96,000,000,000. You recognize whilst Bitcoin goes up, the relaxation of the marketplace tends to tick on up with it. Is the bull cycle over? No, not even close. I need to keep putting that out there. We named this the seize up quarter for XRP. Total cryptocurrency marketplace cap $3,066,000,000. Tyler Rinkerboss positioned this tweet out. Let's all be clear on one factor. Gary Gensler, he is evil. He needs to never again have a function of effect, energy or effect. Any employer, university or enterprise that hires or works with him, put up say, is betraying the crypto industry and need to be boycotted aggressively. This is the only way to save you this form of misuse of government strength from going on once more inside the future. Gensler's behavior cannot be explained away as properly religion mistakes. It changed into totally during intentional and purposeful to fulfill his non-public political agenda at any price, even if this meant nuking an enterprise, tens of lots of jobs, humans' livelihoods, billions of invested capital, and greater. Ironically, his ambition ended up torching his very own political birthday celebration. No amount of apology can undo the harm he has carried out to our industry and our USA, UBay. This former person has no vicinity. So clearly, he changed into sticking to a script due to the fact all of us knew while he labored at MIT, turned into the best guy, one of the smartest guys is inside the crypto industry. And then Brad Garlinghouse turned into all of Liz Clayman the day past. His markets have spoke back to Trump's wins. He's bringing crypto lower back to America, making crypto tremendous again. The incoming Congress will make certain as innovation receives regulatory readability as merits, and this plays into what I talked about, how this ripple as opposed to, say, lawsuit, as soon as the new C chairman is appointed, steps in. They may have a look at all ongoing litigations and put and cease to the nonsense. Now, here's the clip from Brad speaking with Liz Clayman. Let's have a burst off, however, no longer for XRP. It is exploding toward the $1 mark. Right now, it stands at 87 cents. This is an advantage of 4.5% as investors within the 7th largest cryptocurrency are optimistic about the future of the now $3 trillion industry beneath a Trump presidency. The blockchain bills organization Ripple, which makes use of XRP to permit transactions, jumped dramatically on the grounds that election night. And it noticed big surges earlier this week on speculation that its CEO held assembly with the president op4 following his victory and hypothesis that anti-crypto SEC leader Gary Gensler would possibly quickly announce his resignation. which we just pointed out with former CC Director Norm Champ. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse is right here in a Fox Business one of a kind in studio to speak about all of this. Okay, a 70% gain for the reason that election day. Let me bet you are a Donald Trump fan, at least of a presidency, as he oversees a crypto international that he is very open-armed to. For sure, what a difference 10 days makes. We, for years in the United States, have had an assault on the crypto industry. It's been battle, and we eventually, I think, have a crypto president. The crypto enterprise has embraced Trump. Trump has embraced the crypto enterprise. He, in reality, has. I assume it's very actual. And I assume he sees the opportunity, he sees innovation, he sees entrepreneurship. And look, I'm very excited about what the future holds. I'll point out you had been announcing that XRP is up 70+%. Since election day, the exceptional performing crypto belongings are all US agencies or US technology. This should not be a marvel. The United States SEC has been manipulating and putting strain on these US agencies, US technologies, and now that pressure comes off and they explode upwards. We should not be surprised via that. So this is because while that it is all US, really due to the fact that election day, okay, seeing that election day, then that certainly makes feel, it does. And you could even put a number on this. What is Gary Gensler's battle on crypto? You can place in quantity on it. We went from 2.2 trillion to basic 3 trillion. So this become an $800 billion unlock, simply due to the fact we now are going to have rational actors who act lawfully. You know, as you understand properly, states have now even participated in suing the SEC and announcing you are not acting lawfully and implementing the laws. I got to ask you, the charge of XRP earlier this week spasmed. It jumped about 10% after you appreciated a tweet in advance that cautioned you could have met with President decide on Donald Trump. Any fact to the one's rumors? I imply, I suppose, like a lot of your visitors today, I'm not going to touch upon too many specifics right here. Suffice it to mention. Okay, this is a sure. No, I'm kidding. But I admire that. But to me, it's a sure. We were lively during this election cycle in being very pro-crypto, pro-innovation. And how can we make certain that this Congress and the President manifestly is, it's a very new day. And I could not be happier approximately like a Congress that I think is, as Norm stated earlier, your guest. We were given to break out from law through enforcement. That makes no feel. What approximately the day before today, this lawsuit filed by 18 legal professionals generals, I consider all from Republican states, suing the CC, announcing that they are allegedly overreaching in terms of crypto law. Did you understand that became coming in any respect? We did not. And I say to all 18 of those attorney generals, welcome to the birthday party. You realize, look, we had been preventing, Ripple's been combating this fight for the reason at the very beginning. We spent literally over $150 million fighting the SEC, an illegal conflict. And so I'm pleased they are joined. I wish they could have joined earlier, but even of their case, what they filed cites the Ripple case again and again. And so that they see what has happened. They see how Gensler has overreached. And I best wish there was a way to keep the SEC, preserve Gensler, hold some of those human beings